Declaring a winner. And hello, thank you for stopping by. I'm with the Multi Monday. What day is it? Wednesday. Wild Card Wednesday. First Wednesday of August. Preceding show shall be the first What the ABV on the Beer Truck channel. So stay tuned for that one at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But for now, we come back to Wild Card Wednesday featuring James P. Madonna from the great state of New Jersey. We got Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Florida.
Cheers.
Chatio, Colorado. The one that's yawning over here. Bumpy Road.
Oh, it's early for that.
And Beer Man, as always, from Oregon.
Cheers.
Yes, southeastern Massachusetts. So let's get right.
Forgot Chatio.
Did you? And, did I not say you
Yeah,
did?
you got him.
Derp. There you go.
You got me.
All right.
Third.
So let's go around the horn and see what everyone's drinking. Let's do. You can pour the beer. Give us the color, the appearance, and the nose. If you will. Oh, James. What's going on, James? How you
Yes,
doing?
hi. Is this still Wild Card Wednesday or is it Wild Card Beers Day?
We'll do Wild Card Wednesday. You can drink whatever you want on Wild Card Wednesday.
Okay, so I brought release. Yeah, besides, well, I got more stuff than that. But released the Kraken. I had it in the freezer. Released the Kraken, and to my surprise, they have a coffee flavored Kraken.
Oh,
Greetings, Mary Luzone.
that's interesting. Coffee.
Yeah, they have a coffee flavored Kraken, and I have the website here, which has nothing but obnoxious promos and very little serious descriptions. But the only thing they do have is aroma, toffee, allspice, and clove flavor, notes of vanilla, ginger, and peppercorns. Finish smooth, clean, and bold. All right, we'll find out about the peppercorns and the others. The toffee, I definitely tasted. Allspice, yes, but we'll see. Vanilla. So that's it. It looks the same way in the glass as it does in the bottle. And hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay. All right. Got a whole collection of these. Got them. They had yogurt in it from Whole Foods.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're nice and thick, like that lovely Dollar Tree wine glass that you know, me and Ronald always displays. Nothing like a bargain. As you can see, it's a molasses kind of rum. You know, Long Dong Silver would have been proud. Hey, whatever happened to Ron DeJeremy, his rum company? I haven't seen him. Ron DeJeremy rum, yeah.
You think he was making a lot of money off of that?
Costa Rica, Little Ricky.
Just don't call it Ron De Terrio.
I thought that was quite funny, Ron DeJeremy.
I did, yeah.
Not about that. Anyway,
Well,
how's that going?
Ron DeTerrio is dealing with old old English malt liquor tonight.
Yeah.
Come back to old buttercup. Anyway, I taste the toffee. I taste the vanilla.
Going right in, folks.
Allspice. It's all there, actually, except I don't know about... the peppercorns hit me towards the end. But I'm not going to say too much because it's too early.
Sure.
Premature
evaluation.
Premature rumulation.
You sip and you think and you figure out your reviews and notes, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Time for miscellaneous.
All right. Cheers, guys. All right. So tonight, what I'm bringing is a little home distilled brandy. This is a banana passion fruit brandy. I have two different proofs of it. I have a 100 proof here, and I have an 80 proof here. Just to maybe, I don't know. I just really want to try them side by side, to be honest with you. Yeah. So obviously clear water looking substance. It's clearly not. Yeah, on the nose, it's 100 proof. Definitely hits you strong, a little bit strong with the alcohol. Can definitely feel it in the sinuses. Definitely pick up more banana notes on it than passion fruit. But yeah, not too bad. The 80 proof is a little bit more mild. Alcohol is a little bit more tamed. Has a little bit of a sweeter nose on it. Smells like it's going to be a little bit more enjoyable. Who knows? We'll find out. So, yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. What are y'all drinking in the chat? Let us know. Let's drink together if you don't want to show up on panel. I'll throw up that link over here while we hear from Chad.
Hey, so I'm bringing a mystery bottle. I'm pretty sure this comes from Shadow Rays Brewing Company, aka Thrash Life. I believe this is the white IPA he and I brewed. My neighbor found this in his cupboard the other day, or yesterday. He's like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, I have a hunch, so hopefully she doesn't explode. Let me push my keyboard back, get my glasses over here. I'm gonna get my glass ready, pop the lid, and she wanted to burp a lot, so yep.
Yay.
It's all head. So we put that on the floor there.
I only believe in science.
And she's blinding me with science. So luckily I grabbed the second glass. I'm still spilling, but oh yep, that is the white IPA. Look at that.
Damn.
So it's I overcarbonated it myself, but you can tell a little bit. That's what she'll look like once she calms down. So cheers. I'll see you in about 20 years.
Wow. Wow.
That head. Woo!
Gee whiz.
I think you're about to watch a car.
Whoa. All right.
Science.
That car watched you.
You wait for that thing to surge down. You drink some. We'll get back to you on that one.
Sounds
Our
good, buddy.
bro, what's good today? Ooh,
Toppling Goliath Brewing Company out of Decorah, Iowa. I have Soul Hunter, which is a double IPA, and it's with hand-selected Simcoe Cryo, and Rewaka hops. I'll read this as quick as I can on the back because storage is not fun. Below the secret door, in a devilish snare of binds, rests the aromatic sorcery of Theos, the Soul Hunter's 3 hellhounds, bound to protect the aromatic secrecy of this fluffy dipper. The crew of the master is the crux of the master is how to set these Theos free. The prophecy has been foretold that particular hops blended and introduced in harmony will mesmerize the beasts, opening the door and allowing aromas of passion fruit, citrus, and tropical berries to be released. I guess that's what I'm going to smell. I didn't know that was in there. It's my first time reading it. If you couldn't tell with how badly I messed it up.
That is the biggest liquor violin
I don't even know what the ABV is on this because I don't think they put it on the cans. I think you have to go and find it on the website.
While Bumpy is pouring this beer really quickly, just want to remind everybody that everybody's on YouTube here. Go subscribe to everybody on the panel. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews, Bumpy Road Brewery, Beer Man, Chetio, Thomas Metal 75. James P. Madonna is the Progressive Discussions. Go look them up.
One looks a little more potatoey.
Join on PayPal me if you want a beer review. I'll drink the beer and shout you out. Cheers.
Yeah, this beer is about 3 weeks old, a little bit less than 3 weeks old. That's about all the information I can give. It does not have the ABV. I don't know why they don't put the ABV in their cans.
Well, Hunter, I'll check it out for you real quick.
It's a double IPA, so anywhere from 7.5 up. The head on it was a tighter white bubble. Now it's getting to that medium, going into like kind of a rocky looking head. The color of it is that kind of potato-esque light yellow, very hazy. And the aromatics, it does have a lot of aromas coming out of it. I can smell stuff. I can't pinpoint what it is, but yeah, I get it to me it kind of smells a bit like orange or mango, but there is a berry mix in that. I can see passion fruit. I think they said passion fruit.
7.8% bump.
Yeah. Passion fruit, citrus, and tropical berry. Yeah, so okay, it's all there. It's 7.8%?
7.8 and no IBUs listed on Untapped.
Yeah.
We'll just check that beer advocate next.
There's a slight malt sweetness in there as well. Smells a bit on the bready side. So there we go.
Right on. Cheers. That sounds like a good one. Sip and think.
That beer's got a good score.
That looks good.
You got the lazy Susan going there.
Oh man, itchy, dude.
Turntable.
Okay. Yeah, I love that table thing. All right, so I've got the OG trade value, is what they call it. It's a peanut butter and jelly sour from Flatland Brewing Company out of Oak Grove, California. I believe that's Southern Cal. It's a 6.5% ABV. And it's got OG trade value, peanut butter and jelly sour with blackberries, strawberries, and peanut butter. Contains nuts. These nuts. So let's pour this. 5/24/21 it was canned. I'm gonna get my just cut the nails. Should have rolled it a little. Ooh, that's bright. That's a real bright one. Well, it's actually blueberry.
Wow.
Oh, moly, dude.
That's jelly in color. And you got that peanut butter color head.
Wow. Man, that's grape jelly right there. I mean, dirty glass, sorry. But look at that head. Just a real bubbly, puree forward, like sour fizziness.
Good one, dude.
Damn. Leaving some puree there. Oh, that's different. That's different. Yeah, I'm going to get into this. Hell yeah. This looks good. I'll get into it. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Smells different so far. All right, we got everybody here? Yeah, I think we do. All right, on to the host beer. Bronx Brewery, they are in, oh boy, the Bronx? Yes, the Bronx Brewery, Bronx, New York. Yes, no nonsense ales, they call themselves. This is one of their year-round beers. I don't have a date on this, so I couldn't tell you. So I take the chance of cold. But we're talking about a 10.1% double IPA. It's called Now Use Can't Leave. Now Use Can't Leave. All right. Bronx Brewery. There's this crazy-looking lady. If she wants to be focusing, there you go. So yeah, no date on this one. However, I'm guessing this is going to be a New England style IPA. It's got Maris Otter and Pilsen and some white wheat and some oat flakes and dextrose, and it has expiration 07270 hops, Mandarina Bavaria, whole melon, and nugget. I've never heard of one called, or maybe it's pronounced experimental 07270. That sounds like a brand new variety of hop. All right, interesting. 50 IBUs from this one, so I'm looking forward to trying this. Everything else that I've had up to this point from the Bronx Brewery is pretty nice beer. So if you can get it, I definitely would. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, New England on that one. I'm not getting much of a head, so let me pour this down the middle. I don't see any big chunky sediment quite yet, but with my luck, I'll probably get a little bit. So I'll stop pouring there for now, and then swirl that later. All right. So on Okay, I do get a little bit of some sediment down there, just a little bit. On my end of the camera, it's a very bright orangey color. That's a good depiction of what that thing looks like. It has a 1 finger head. If I poured it more aggressively, it probably would have a 2.5 finger head, and moderate carbonation around the head there. So yeah, let's get a nose on that one. Ooh, there's definitely a lot of sweet, resinous, oily notes in there. I'm definitely getting some sweet oranges and like orange peel and lots of grapefruit. There's definitely a dank kind of herbal kind of a note to that one. Lots of hop oil. There is some pine needle kind of resinous quality to it. I'm kind of getting a lactose almost kind of nose out of that one. Maybe a little bit of the bubble gum from the yeast strain. That's about it, really. 10.1. I mean, I guess I would guess living here in New England, it kind of has a 7.2% nose to it. It doesn't really smell like it's a huge double IPA. It was a very pleasant, not too off the beaten path so far, but smells very pleasant and easygoing. I'm guessing it's going to be an easy drinker at 10.1. We'll find out. And until that time, let's go right back over to James P. Madonna.
Okay. Well, this is definitely the spiciest, well, among the spiciest, richest, full-bodied dark rum I ever had. I do get the toffee, which is a fancy word for caramel. You know, allspice. I get that also, which has a cinnamon-like flavor or star anise flavor. The clove I get at the end. Vanilla, ginger. Now peppercorns, I don't know. I don't think so. But then again, you know, between the allspice and clove, they're very similar with the heat. So you know, it's pretty good. I mean, it was a gift.
It's a very nice gift.
Yeah, it was a gift, and it's expensive rum. It's not cheap. And but the person giving the gift has money. So anyway, they have a coffee flavored one, which should be very interesting. You know, like combining Kahlua and dark rum. So it's one of the best I've ever had. I know I brought it on shows before, but it's what I had in the house, and that wasn't a repetitive of what I brought recently. I like to keep things varied. So, are we giving scores now, or
we'll come back around for the score.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know, the flavors that the website mentions is pretty much accurate.
I think we're good.
Yeah, the molasses would be the toffee, which you know is a snooty, highfalutin way of saying caramel. But you get, of course, I'm going to get that because it's a dark rum. The rum is made from sugarcane. So, cheers to everyone, and next on the hit parade.
What's your personal preference when it comes to rum? Do you like more of the spiced dark rum? Or do you like more of like what you would traditionally think as kind of like the barrel aged?
Well, I know what you mean. The añejo in Spanish, the aged rums are smoother. I guess it's like comparing a common blended Scotch whiskey with like a triple distilled old, either single malt, you know, like a Buchanan's or Glenlivet, or you know, it's like comparing the whiskeys. It's good. They're both good. They're both good. I mean, the aged rums, which are not cheap either, are good for drinking ice cold also. But I wouldn't mix them. Like I would use like I would use like a Bacardi Black or some of the white rums for mixing. I would use that for mixing. Just like people would use the cheaper what do you call what is it, Johnny Walker Red, the cheapest one they make.
Yeah, probably the cheapest one.
Yeah. They recommend that for mixing. The good stuff you wouldn't want to mix. So that's it. I like them both. They both have a purpose, and so does the cheap rums that you would use in a daiquiri or pina coladas or what is it, mojito?
Yep.
Cuban mojito drinks.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like a margarita. It's lime, like a margarita with rum instead of tequila.
I do like
and sugar and
sugar, which makes it more intense, the alcoholic effect. But frozen though.
Yeah.
Frozen. Yeah.
Well, cool.
No ice cubes. Anyway, that's about it. So
I didn't think on that one. Come back to you.
Caramel is made out of sugar. Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked and it has other things you can add in there.
Yep. Cheers. We'll be back around. Thank you, James.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Talk about his home brew.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody's really had homemade or home distilled liquor before. It's a little bit different than your over the shelf bonded liquor. I don't know, just like how homebrew does, like beer wise, you can, unless you got it really down, some small subtleties. So instead of wrecking my palate off the get go, I'm gonna start with the 80. Cheers.
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 Oh. That's pretty good. I like the consistency on this one. The 100 proof is the higher the ABV on these, from what I've noticed, you get a little bit more like an oily mouthfeel, very slick, slippery, oily thing. Now, the 80 proof really doesn't have that. It's very nice and mild, very slight heat on the chest. Alcohol lets you know it's there. It's not too strong or overpowering. Definitely a little bit sweeter. Definitely getting a little bit more of that passion fruit, banana. It's good. I would share this with some people. I actually I think I might like it better at 80 than 100, but let's go ahead. We'll try the 100 proof out. Cheers.
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 Go.
Yeah, this one is a lot more heaty on the palate. Alcohol presence is way more predominant out front. Like I said, you get a way different mouthfeel on this one. Definitely oily, slick, heaty in the chest. This one's more banana forward. I tend to realize through messing around with some of these unbonded products, the more you proof them down, if they're fruit adjunct, more of those flavors come out. That's for sure, because the alcohol is just too much. It's in the front, and but I think for a little bit more experienced drinker, they're still good, equally good. I just would think if you've never tried some, if I was to give you some of this, I'd probably lead you into the 80 first. The 100 kind of gives you that fuzzy tongue type of thing, almost little numbing on the palate. But other than that, not too shabby. This is one of the better ones that I've had. So, yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know. I just feel this same thing James said. This is what I had on hand, and hell, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. And if you all did not know,
Wow.
Chatty, Twisted Art Lady, hello. Chatty-O is ready. All right, go ahead,
Thanks,
Chatty.
Twisted. Appreciate it, Sam. But so this was brewed in collaboration with Thrash Life, also known as Shadow Rays, and they call it Shadow Rays Brewing Company. This was the white IPA we brewed literally January 31st. This was bottled on Valentine's Day 2021. The effervescence, you probably can't see it. It's just hard to see it.
Beer.
Oh, it looks. Oh, I saw the bubbles there for a second. There you go. If you look close, look at the bubbles, man. The effervescence in this thing is insane. Once I calmed it down after I popped the lid, you get about a half finger head still. Just will not go away. That head is just sitting there protecting the deliciousness in here. Just, the lovely beer. Nice. I don't even know what to call that. Copperish in color. Just kind of gold. Beautiful color right there. You can't see through it, man. This is just beer. Man, it's hazy as can be. Great looking beer, especially sitting around for, I don't know, about 6 months or so. So check the aroma. It smells divine. Some apricot notes or something. Some sort of a fruit note. Maybe apple in there. It smells good. You can't even smell like I was expecting to get the bittering hops from the aroma. I'm not getting any of that right now. Good looking beer, good smelling beer. Cheers. Let's taste her.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tasty.
Twisted Art Lady was wondering if it is it really an amber? Is it that amber of a color? Would you call it?
Yes, yeah, I would say very similar. Very similar.
Okay.
I like that.
We're seeing this correctly then on camera. All right.
Yeah, it's that hazy. It's like an apricot in color.
Apricot,
very
sure.
apricot in color.
Gotcha. How's that thing tasting right now? You let us know. Ooh, that was a good time.
Yeah, I'm not getting any of the bittering hops. I'm getting more of the fruity hops, kind of an apricotness or some mango out of it. It's just, this thing tastes so good. I'm glad I sat on it. Or I didn't sit on this bottle. This bottle came from my neighbor's cupboard. He forgot about it. He's like, you want it back? I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I think I know what it is. Yes. I still have 3 bottles myself of this sitting in the dark right now. So I'm going to have to just throw those 3 bottles in the fridge and actually do a good review of it, because I did a review of this beer, but it was alongside of a vlog at a local state park. And I don't think that review did justice of this beer. So I will be reviewing this very shortly. Cheers. I'll have some numbers from this 6-month-old white IPA next time around.
Go back this way. All right. Sweet.
Nice.
Yes. You sip, you think. Here we go. The Soul Hunter.
Soul Hunter. Went through the aromas already. As it sat, there is kind of a little bit of a dankiness starting to come up through with that kind of citrus note, citrus to mango type note. It's starting to overtake the berry that was in there. So, anyways, cheers.
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 Drink up.
It's a medium body, medium carbonation, kind of a wet palate to this one. This one doesn't really have a smooth feeling at all. It does have a pretty big citrus punch to it. A little bit of a berry action kind of on the palate afterwards. The passion fruit's hidden on the flavor. You can kind of pick it up in the aromas, at least when it was freshly poured and super cold. The hop bitterness on this one seems to go into the moderate range. It's right there in the middle ground. Starting to get more bitter as it sits out. At first, when I first started drinking it, it was kind of a bit of I'd say grassy and kind of slight zesty, spicy bittering effect. It's starting to pick up on some pine flavors in the bitter, kind of moving away from that grassy. So now it's more zesty and piney as it's warmed and as my palate's become accustomed to the flavor. This one it drinks like so many West Coast type double IPAs with a little bit more body feel to it. But yeah, I think it's kind of in that standard realm almost. It didn't start off that way when the berry notes were more prominent, but it's definitely getting that way as I drink on. So I'll be thinking of a score when we come back around. Cheers.
You can choose when you want to do your shout outs, if you want to talk about Wild or Multi Monday, because it is 8:01 p.m. We can do that on the shout outs if you want. So everybody can be biting their nails waiting for this one, or you can.
Okay, we can. Well, I checked before, and we're at 28 votes. That was supposedly before Josh was going to vote, and now it's 8:01. We're still at 28 votes. So apparently, Josh just never voted, or he voted before. He was just being a joker. But it wouldn't have mattered. His one little vote wouldn't have changed anything because the American Amber Ale blew all of the other brews out of the water. So American Amber will be the next Multi Monday episode. So go out there and get an American Amber. I will make a video tomorrow stating the same thing I just said, and I'll have a link in the description of that video with which will lead you to the Bear Advocate styles for the American Amber style, and it will give you a whole listing of breweries and the beers that they brew in that style. So that's my big shout out right there.
Sweet. Oh yeah. Josh forgot to vote. He totally forgot to vote. He was distracted by Final Jeopardy. Okay, Josh. All right. Cheers, Josh. Cheers, Butter Road. Find your.
All right. Hey, that's an easy find. So, cool. Yeah, let's get into the nose. I never really got into this. I just more or less showed it off. 6.5% peanut butter jelly. It's looking more. It's got blackberries and strawberry and peanut butter in it. I don't know if they have lactose and anything like that, or it looks like it's got it's pureed for sure. But smelling it, the whoa factor that I gave it before, it's like you're getting the berry influence hardcore, and it's like what is it?
Blackberry.
Did I say blackberry?
No, I think you said, what do you say? Peanut butter?
Yeah, blackberries and strawberries.
Oh yeah, okay.
So but when you get those two, it sinks in with this peanutty kind of vibe. So there's this hard, and they use real peanut butter. It looks like, or peanuts or something. They said there's real peanuts involved. So you're getting that natural kind of peanutty nuttiness in with the fruits. It really just coincides perfectly together. I really want to try this. So looking at it, the puree, it's had some time. It's probably 50 degrees right now. It's got some puree lace, yuckiness on the side of the glass. I have to come up with a word for the puree lacing, but it looks like dried fruit or something around the edges. No, but yeah, opaque, can't see through it. It's fruit. It's got blackberry, strawberry all over it. It looks like blueberries. It looks like blackberries. Let's drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
They got to be using, I would imagine, peanut butter extract or whatever that powdered stuff is to make peanut butter.
Yeah, powdered. Maybe. This is a powdered peanut butter one. It almost has a butterscotch feel to it.
Huh. All right.
And it's very sour. It's not one of those sweet tart ones like you would get from Drecker or something like that. It's not a sweet tart one. It's sour, but it's got a lot of lactic acid in this. But it's got the natural blackberry, almost like an unripe strawberry as well, kind of that sour strawberry feature in this. But then you're getting the nuttiness. You're getting this weird butterscotchy like nuttiness or something, like peanut brittle or something. Kind of a peanut brittle approach or something, right? Cooked sugar of some kind with the peanuts, and it kind of downplays it. It kind of takes the fruit. The sour is what's saving it, to be honest. If it was sweeter, it would be different. I don't know. I think it would be weird. But it's a dry finish. It brushes over you with all these nice blackberry, strawberry, fruity things going on. It's thick. It's a nice puree forward, full body, mouthfeel, thick. Just very lathering. It's not sticky. It's not real sticky, and I don't get any alcohol or anything like that. I'm not really into these sour ones, where it's like the candy that never goes sweet. You just keep on going sour, and you're not getting anything sweet. I like to have a sweet finish or some kind of in between sweetness, at least. But yeah, not bad as far as their flavor. But it was that powdery peanut butter, the dehydrated peanut butter is what I get out of this. So I'm not gonna say it's not good either. But cheers. Oh yeah, I got my thoughts.
Cheers.
We did have an appearance by BC's Beer Reviews in the basement, but
Cheers, BC.
He'll probably try to come back. Sometimes he uses the cell phone, and that doesn't usually work very well on StreamYard. But let's talk about this Bronx brewery beer. Use can't leave. Is that how you pronounce that now? Use can't leave. Is that right, Jay?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. 10.1%. And I looked up some of these hops. So besides the Mandarina, Bavaria, the whole melon or cool melon, the Samba, and the Nugget, I actually never heard of the Samba. The experiment, I had to look this up. Experimental 07270 is apparently the closest possible substitute is like an Apollo hop, and it's about a 15 to 18.5% alpha acid, and it's got Apollo and Y target origins, I guess. It's got resinous and spicy hop notes and tangerine. So that's going to be a part of this beer review is a bunch of that. So let's get into that drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, he's great.
A shout out to Shipyard Brewing Company for having a badass glass, I guess. So yeah, now at this point, you can kind of see some sediment that got left from the can. I'm definitely getting a giant amount of orangey notes. They say tangerine for this kind of hopping. Yeah, definitely. Very juice, resin, like the orange peel and the tangerine peel kind of flavor in that one. Definitely has a somewhat of a sticky, resinous mouthfeel. It's not too sticky. It does have a little bit of a slickness to it. I'm getting both those oats and that white wheat. It does come off as a little bit on the grainy side from the oats, but both the oats and this white wheat are giving it a nice fluffy texture to it. Let's see what else here. Lots of pine resin, sap, hoppy oily is like the first thing that's really coming to my mind. A little bit of caramel and a little bit of caramel, or like a sort of like a cooked sugar thing that hasn't quite gone maybe to that caramel kind of a malt flavor. It's moderately crisp. Let's see. Yeah, moderately crisp. It's got nice carbonation. It's easy to drink it. It's It's not really super, super, super clean. You're kind of getting at the end of the sip mixed in maybe with that resinous quality. You're kind of getting this almost like this fruity or the citrusy kind of syrupiness, sweetness at the end. And then it starts to do a little bit of a cottonmouth dry where it's just drying, where the last thing to finish is all of that citrus and the tangerine orange kind of I don't even know what to call it, a syrupy kind of sweetness. But it doesn't linger that long, the sweetness. I would call this beer semi-sweet for what it is. But it's a big, bold, intense flavored ale. But at 10.1%, it's drinking pretty easy at 10.1%. It maybe tastes somewhere between the 7 and the 8% range. I think if you're not even at 50%, I think it is a little unbalanced for how hoppy it is. That for if you're looking for a New England IPA, but sometimes you get double IPAs, you want some hops in there. So just basically in a nutshell, it's very resinous, dank forward with tons and tons of orange and that tangerine kind of candied, syrupy sort of note to it. But again, not overly over. So very interesting beer. I haven't had one quite like this in a little while. It almost has the hopping of West Coast IPAs mixed with your drinkability and texture of New England. So nice hybrid from Boston to like San Diego kind of beer. It's very nice. I will shut up now and keep drinking and thinking on the rating. Let's go back. Let's do a full panel, everybody. Let's check in with our chats. We got craft beer pours. Cheers. What's going on, craft beer
Yeah, CBP is in a hizzle.
He says, just remember, we're all on a floating rock in space and we all be dead soon. Damn right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We got Square Table Degenerates. We had Chattios chatting away, still with us too. Hello, Chattio.
Oh, I'm here.
We had BC Peer Reviews. He has since left.
Twisted Art Lady popped by for a few.
Josh A is here. And Commerce Ozzy. Cheers.
Hey, what's up, Commerce?
I'm trying to catch up on this
What you got in your glass tonight, buddy? Something
Cheers.
good, I bet.
I'll try to catch up on this chat while we finish our reviews here.
Oh shit!
Let's go back over to James, and he was talking about the Kraken room. Thinking about.
I brought the Kraken Black Spice rum, and it wouldn't be fair to compare it to other types of rums, so I'm going to stick with dark spice rums, and I would say, to me, it's 100% out of 100 in terms of black spice rums. Not confusing it with the añejos and all the others, the flavored rums like Malibu or whatever, but strictly the dark spice rums. This is darker than your typical dark spice rum because I've seen dark rums that were specified on the label being like a very dark amber, okay, or like a bronze color, but this is black. So 100% out of 100.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it. I just want to give a shout out to another show that I'm on every week, Fandango Friday. I'll be on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Ronald J. Terrio's YouTube channel. And we specialize, our theme is liqueurs. Liqueurs are flavored hard liquors. So they could be various kinds of flavored hard liquor. So that's about it. I know it's going to cause a little controversy, but I love controversy. I noticed that when the females present a greeting on these shows, they always split early. Like they make a few comments or a couple comments and they leave, almost like a celebrity. Like a celebrity that is really busy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fashionably late, and then they split. They don't stay the distance. I just noticed that.
Mhm.
But it's an observation. I wonder if there's any psychology connected with it, or
Vanessa's
hormones.
here.
Huh?
Vanessa Kitty is here.
Oh, she's here. Cheers to
see?
Vanessa Kitty there.
I just ruined your whole hypothesis right there. It's ruined.
That lady's very fluent with the alcohol shiz.
When I was a kid, somebody used to light cigarettes with a cigarette, Derringer cigarette lighter. It was like I thought that was pretty cool, so I named him the Smooth Operator, like the song by Sade. I said, you from now on you're the Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator.
Mm-hmm.
Brittle me balls. Brittle me. Sorry, beer man. Brittle me balls. What do you say? Peanut brittle?
Peanut brittle, man. Yeah.
Anyway, cool. So that's really the final rating there. 100 out of 100.
Yeah. Where's Ronald Sutton?
He hasn't showed up yet.
Took the week off, I think.
Well, you know what? We got to hear about this home distilled product from Miscellaneous. Brew.
All right. So yeah, I finished off the 80 proof. Polish off this 100 proof. I will tell you, there's one particular thing that I don't like about this product. Is that it's got bananas in it. I don't know what it is. Every time I've had unbonded products that are distilled with bananas, it somehow manages to be like a blackout liquor. Like I found that with these home distilled products. Some of them, they put you in different kind of moods, Some of them make you giddy and have a good time. Some of them make you want to fight. Some of them make you blackout. Some of them want to make you into a lover. Yeah, from my experience, yeah, I don't know. Just does something with the banana. Comes through too strong. But no, this is pretty good. Yeah. Whew. Nice and heaty. I will say that if I was going to do a blind taste test of this and somebody gave me the 80 and I tried the 100, obviously I think most people would go for the 80.
Yeah,
100's a little more heaty. Like I said, I don't mind it. Sometimes it's good to have some liquor that'll kick you in the ass, let you know it's there.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard to score this. It's one of those gray area things, how some people say they don't like to grade certain products, but maybe make you seem biased, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll put this is one of the better batches that I've had. If you could pick up what I'm laying down. How Thrash sometimes he doesn't do his home brew. He don't rate his home brew.
I'm rating this.
That's kind of where I'm at, and I just don't want to say too much on the live production. So
right.
Yeah. This is definitely one of the better ones, though. I'd put this. I don't know. It's definitely a one of the winners for sure. Sometimes it's not so great, Like there's hard ones to do. Like strawberry's a hard one to do to get the flavor to come over. It's just sometimes the flavor transfers over better than other. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to explain if you've never done it.
I don't know why no one has really made a high quality barrel aged hard liquor from bananas, because you know how bananas get rotten very quickly, and you would imagine there's like
they do ferment well. I will tell you that.
Yeah, high in sugar, high glycemic index, definitely strong flavor, and they're the type of bananas you would want to use when they get all like brown spots and everything, when the sugar goes way up, would be when the bananas are on their way out, and they're
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's an idea for all you connoisseurs with distilleries.
Well, now, Commerce Ozzy, you wonder why the Miller Brewing Company is trying to get rid of Old English 800. You found one that had said November 2018 on the bottle. Holy moly!
That's bad.
They can't be good.
That's
They're
bad.
getting rid of 11 different Miller Brewing Company beers, one of which
Of course.
Keystone Ice.
Yeah, that was like literally Old English.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Coors is getting rid of all that crap.
I don't think it's going to affect most people, but I thought that Keystone Ice was
Miller Coors. They're getting
Keystone Ice was a bigger
Awesome.
product in their
Yeah.
portfolio, to be completely honest.
a bunch of shit.
Anyway,
Molson, Anheuser-Busch, Coors. There you go. We got them all covered.
anyways, wait a minute. How did this go again? Are we?
I was next.
Here's Chatio's next. There you
Yes.
go. Good thing
So,
I'm All right, what do you think of your homebrewed today?
well, this is done at Thrash Metal Homebrew Barbecue. Look at that. I mean,
Let's look quick.
it still has some head left to it. A little bit of head left. It still has some effervescence slowly come through it. Dude, for being a first brew, I had my hand in on I guess on an amateur level of a 10-gallon batch. This beer is phenomenal. I'm getting kind of a booziness off the nose now.
Huh.
I'm sounding like it too, so that's perfect for what the ABV in about 39 minutes. So this beer is really good. I still have 3 bottles left that are unopened. I will review one of them on my channel. I think because IPAs usually last up to 6 months. This white IPA could probably go another 3-4 months and still be phenomenal. I mean, it's a great beer. I'm going to score this because it was mainly thrash doing it. I'm going to score it a 96. This is a phenomenal homebrew white IPA. It kept its flavor and everything because I remember it wasn't one of those very bittering, hoppy flavored beers. It was more of a almost on the tropical end of flavors and everything, and it's got a lot of the fruity embers still left. So great beer. As for a shout out, you see that guy, Square Table Degenerate Podcast?
Yep.
Yeah, that guy is sending me some super hot sauce to try when I hit 666 subs. So once we hit the doubles number, I will try that hot sauce on a live.
Here you go, Joey. I'll get my troll channels working.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Carolina
I don't
here
know
it is.
what is in it. What is in it, Joey? What is the
That's what he said. He said, help you get to the 666 subs so we can do this hot sauce channel.
Yeah, well, I had to have the hot sauce in hand first, Joey. I already said.
Oh.
If I hit 666 tonight, which I really don't think it's going to happen, I don't see it happening. But if I do, I'm going to have to call an audible and do my neighbor's
Chocolate flake.
Carolina Reaper sauce. It's in one of these. It's like the Carolina Reaper sauces and a thing like this. And you go like that with it.
Your man goes sub with all your channels
Grabbing
right now. We're going to see Chatio eat
There
that.
we go. Yep.
Eric Front out there. I posted
Don't fear the Reaper.
What?
No,
What's that, James?
don't fear him.
What's up?
I posted a hot sauce review on my food and drink channel, and I thought it was quite interesting. And I thought that it was the people were annoying, but the concept was great. And I think there's a lot of potential in that with people that like yourself and Chatio and others that appreciate good quality hot sauces.
Yeah. So, Hey Look Squirrel recommended the sauce, so it's all his fault for me being sick the next day and not being able to do anything because I'm cramped up. So cheers, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, this beer is good.
You're lactose intolerant too, huh?
Yeah, just a
Hope
wee,
you
I'm
like
a wee bit. I'm a little bit. Like I can handle some.
Get your peanut butter on if you don't want the cramps.
Well, no. I can get some lactose-free milk. I can get some, lactate milk. Yeah. That should
Almond milk?
coconut milk.
Okay.
Milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lactate-free milk will help. So I'm looking forward to it. Not really, but it'll be fun. So when it comes close to happening, I'll let you all know.
Sure. Make sure you put something in your stomach first.
Pepto-Bismol and some other shit and
Pro tip.
butter.
Yeah,
Butter. Eat some cheese. Just basically get that stomach coated
bread.
before you do it.
Large cheese pizza or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh A. Hello. You like oat milk?
Yep.
It's not bad. Oatmeal's not bad.
I've been curious about trying that. That stuff's
Yeah.
a little expensive, though.
And onward to Mr. Bumpy.
Almond milk's really good.
He says
Whole Foods has a good price. $2.99 a half gallon
I never had boob milk.
at Whole Foods organic.
No,
I know plenty at work. I don't think they'll let me suck their tit, but I'll try.
Yeah, try you can go on a dating site, plentyofmoms.com.
Isn't that the MILF
Back
network?
for
That's
life.
part of the MILF
Holy
network.
man.
I don't know about that one.
And they got to get a babysitter every time.
You could shop around and see which ones are ripe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, here you go. Local lactate.
I hired you to come over and watch my kids. I'm going out.
Let's get the
Local
bubble
lactators, that's pretty
I
cool.
need
crazy.
to make some
Let's
cheese,
get back
man.
on track, man. We got about half an hour before.
Oh, and
the
fine
game.
cigars, Eric. Cigars and pipe tobacco with the hot sauce review.
Well, I could do the pipe tobacco, and I can do a cigar.
Here we go. Let's do it, Bubba Road. How you feeling about that?
93 out of 100. Thank you very much.
Woo! All right, shout him out.
Awesome.
That was quick.
We have a winner, by the way. It was a landslide for
An
Monday.
Amber Ale, right?
Oh yeah,
American Amber.
American Amber.
that was probably the biggest landslide you've had on the channel in a long time.
If you mispronounce it, it might be an American Ombre, though.
Olay!
I can't believe we never did that one.
I'm
But,
shocked.
yeah,
That's
Fell
gonna be
through
a
the
fun show.
cracks.
sure did.
Forgot to shout Alex out, man. Food Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bring your favorite fruit and any kind of beer.
Yeah, man.
Spaced out. Sorry.
Local lactators. You know, you get extra protein shake if you date these women.
Milkshake IPA.
We lactate.
Milkshake
They could have a nice logo and everything. It says, "Don't be late. It's time to lactate."
There you go.
The old tea bag.
Anyway,
I love that thing.
anything else you want to shout out there, Bubba Road?
Huh?
Anything else you want to shout out there?
Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My channel is After Dark Beers. So bring a dark beer.
Cheers.
That's about it. Then the following week, it won't be on my channel because I won't be here. So
All right, that's a big shout out.
somebody else can take it over. I forgot who you guys are going to have like fisticuffs to try to.
I'm not going to fight over it.
Alright.
If they want to do it, they can do it. I just try and give a good production.
We get Drewski involved. We can have a virtual arm wrestling contest.
Oh,
Sharing
shit.
competition. Your man, Miscellaneous, go.
I have to do like a Pokemon
All
type
right.
thing. I throw out my wind god.
My wind god. My fucking wind god.
Good God.
Yeah, right.
All right.
These alcohol muscles, fucking.
So this
Power.
this was a great looking beer. Went all good. Everything was very sour though. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be more of a pureed tart sour, so it kind of surprised me. And the peanut butter was a dry, dehydrated peanut butter. It wasn't a natural. Well, it was probably natural, but it wasn't. It was dehydrated and it tasted like it. But it did have a peanut brittle kind of feel to it. I don't know, peanut brittle kind of like has a buttery thing, like you were mentioning, Miscellaneous. Like I think it's more like toffee, right, or something like that. Maybe toffee oriented.
You get like butterscotch. That's the
or butterscotch. Yeah,
sugar.
yeah.
You said, but I don't know. Yeah, it's basically the same process. They just cook
like
it
a Heath bar,
like a Heath bar. Changes the consistency of it. So yeah, peanut brittle was like something you brought up, which would make sense.
Peanut brittle, yeah.
That butterscotchy, sugary with the peanuts. That makes
with the
sense.
peanuts.
You said it's sour too, which So it's like butterscotch sweet.
No, it's not sweet at all. Actually, it's very lactic acid
flavor with the peanut butter. That's different.
As it warmed, it got a little more tart and sweeter. Kind of mellowed out a little bit. Got more earthy and peanutty. But the mixture was strange, man. Yeah. very strange, but very peanut brittly for sure. I guess I don't know, but very sour. Like I'm just looking at my notes. Alcohol was hidden. Nice medium fast finish, sour and dry. Like kind of a medium fast finish, and just dried off. Like couldn't really taste anything after that. I didn't want to go 86 because I didn't want to 86 it. But I want to go to 87 out of 100. So,
I have a question
not
from
bad.
Miscellaneous about lactation. Mr. Miscellaneous. Hey, that's a nice ring to it. A female humanoid lactation. I saw a video of a Japanese girl with very, very large, thick, and long nipples being milked, and a lot of milk came out. It was a heaping helping of milk. So you're right about the merits. Female
lippiness.
Oh man! Wow.
Don't worry, you're not.
Much rather talk.
Hey, here we go. Right into the stereo bowl.
Up there, type of thing. There you go.
Say what? No.
So
And that guy heard us, man.
So yeah, shouts as far as mine. Just bring whatever you want, beer, cheese, and it's an open one for 8 o'clock Tuesday. What do you want? And Wednesday will be the first beer mixer, the beer mixer. We're gonna do that for however long it goes, as far as how fun it is. Maybe if it's fun, we'll go longer. But my whole purpose was to mix 2 beers with each other and see how it tastes. But if you would like to bring like wine or cider or mead, I kind of want to stay away from the hard stuff, just because I'm not a hard drinker, but I don't want to take anyone out of that picture.
No Irish car bombs.
I guess you could bring alcohol if you wanted, but there has to be beer influence in there, and I would prefer if it was 2 beers. Just keep that in mind. But that is 6 o'clock Eastern, and it's really a fun time. It's just kind of a time to like see how things go together, you know, seeing how like kind of how cheese and beer is, but with beer. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's all I have, man. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate
At least
it. Man.
a
Thanks,
quart.
Thomas.
At least a quart of milk. Went all over the place.
Oh wow! A quart of milk.
I swear, at least.
I would
Yikes.
prefer beer though. Bring beer if you can, but I won't frown on you. Cheers.
Yeah, beer man. Fuck yeah. There you go.
Fuck yeah, man.
You need that shirt.
Dude, you should make that. If it's already got a.
That's fine.
You have to change it slightly. Give him a beard.
Oh my god, that would be. I'd buy that shirt with a beard on it. Hell
This
yeah.
woman had medium-sized.
That is cool.
It was a medium.
Like, how did that much milk come? Do the nipples generate more lactation? I mean, she had medium-sized breasts with very long and at least an inch thick, I swear, and they were long. So maybe I don't know. Where does all this milk come from?
And we're live. Yes, we are.
Jesus. It comes from
Have fun at
Jesus.
Chugs. Thank you.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Active lactation is allowed under YouTube rules.
I
No.
will say, some woman was walking around my work the other day, and I looked over at her, and she was like actively
Milk.
breastfeeding. I looked at her real quick and turned the other way, like, well, nope, I didn't see nothing.
Did you open up your thermos?
That
Did
way.
you open up
Radio
your
won't
thermos?
listen to his music.
I
Man.
had to at that point. I was just like rocking in my chair, like
You should have told her. I saw it, man.
You
I saw it. I saw your
Okay, well, here's a real reenactment of what happened. Chatty Osara and started.
You should have opened up your thermos.
How used can leave the premises, Chetty. All right, here's the beer that I was drinking tonight. 10.1, Bronx Brewery.
Now you
As
can leave the
this thing
premises.
warmed itself up, let's see, some of the, there's almost like a little bit of a sugary essence while it's finishing a little bit. I don't know how to really describe that. I think it's still that cooked sugar. I thought maybe it kind of at one point had gone in a direction where you could almost kind of say like a caramel kind of a maltiness, but I think it's got some sugaryness to it, like those little orange candies that have the crystallized sugar on top of it. Those soft candies. It kind of reminds me of that, but it's not quite as cloyingly sweet, but it's going in that style of direction. I think it's a little bit smoother at this point. I think at this point you're getting a little bit. I say it's a smoother body. You're getting more of the alcohol, and I think that the bitterness is incorporating with the alcohol a lot nicer. If that makes any sense. Some of these double IPAs do, for my liking, do need some amount of hopping to balance out the alcohol taste, vice versa. So I think it's doing a little better towards that room temperature. I think it still is a little bit unbalanced on that. I don't know if it's hops or it might just be those hops and that sweet level. I think it is a little unbalanced in that category. Would I buy this one again? I mean, I would drink it again, no problem. Would I want to really choose to buy this particular beer again? Probably not, just for that unbalanced level. I'm still going to give it an 88 out of 100. I still think this is a very well put together beer for the most part, and I think it's a very interesting product for what's going on in this one. I wouldn't have thought of like sugary sweet orange kind of combating with some alcohol here going into this, but there's that experimental TUS or whatever it's called, the 07270, I think, causing all of that flavor. So first time I ever had that hop. Very interesting beer. Definitely try it if you see it, but maybe not necessarily my cup of tea. But it's bordering on that A, so still recommendation from me. Next Wednesday is up in the air as far as if I'm actually going to be doing a band rehearsal, because we got a show on Friday the 13th next week, or if I'm going to be practicing, or if I'm going to be here. So I'll figure this out. I'll let the panel know, and we can try to figure out what we want to do with the Wildcard Wednesday next week. As soon as I know, I'll let you all in this great panel know. So yeah, looking forward to doing that next week or the week after. And that's the only other shout out I got is we're getting ready to do another 23 minutes. The Beer Chugs channel YouTube. What the ABV? Bam. Wow. Get rid of that. So cheers, everybody.
No, it's spinning it like a basket.
It's a globe. Oh my god. Anyways, cheers. Yeah. What else is going on in the chat before we close this crazy thing down? Have fun at Chugs. You coming? Come on, Josh. Come on over.
Get your ass up there, buddy. Come on. Don't be a little.
What are you doing all night, Josh?
Don't be a baby back bitch. Let's go.
Come on. All right, we got
I need somebody to beat.
Lactate on YouTube.
Baby backs. I got boneless spare ribs and roast pork fried lice waiting for me inside.
Ooh. Nice.
Roast pork fried lice.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Great.
When they fall off the bone, that's the best baby backs.
Yeah, man.
The meat just goes bloop, bloop.
All right.
No, it doesn't really go bloop. I mean, it falls off.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Unless anybody, he finished his beer. Unless anybody else has any other comments tonight,
Mhm.
call this one a very successful Wildcard Wednesday. And yes, go Indians. I mean, they changed their name, didn't they? Yeah.
No, they never did. Yeah.
The old
Because
Guardian.
ownership sucks.
Oh yes, thank you, Square Table. So yeah, subscribe to not only Chatio.
Everybody here, come on, give that love out. Everyone here.
And the best way to get that love out is send your gift to support this work.
Yeah, send some
Like
PayPal
that, milk me.
to that email address down there. Put a message on there and what beer you want me to review. I will try to find out you out. So on behalf of James and Madonna, Miscellaneous,
And you will receive a blessing from Eric Fraunfelter.
I would
You will
show you
receive
my
a
boobies,
special
but
blessing if you
I don't
send
have a
your
bra on.
that was for free. Chatio, Bumpy Road Brewery and Beer Man, I say until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you soon in a couple of minutes on Beer Chug channel YouTube.